everybody. Let's get started here and discuss Tropical Storm Francine, soon to be Hurricane Francine here. Probably within the next, by the end of the day, I'm guessing. We'll get right on with that right quick. That's going to be what this discussion is about. Strictly is going to be the impacts of Francine. So let's get started with that. Let's take a look at our newest updates. This right here is expected to be the rainfall amounts, or expected rainfall amounts between 2 to 3 inches, possibly some higher amounts. The system has shifted a bit easterly compared to the last update. We also have an excessive rainfall outlook in effect. It's going to be still some adjustment going on with that. So just about, or pretty much all of Alabama under that risk of heavy rainfall. Let's look at the Storm Prediction Center's outlook. They have introduced a marginal risk. I do expect this to shift further northeast than what it has, probably to go ahead and cover the rest of Alabama. But there is a low threat of some tornadoes, or actually they're having medium confidence in it now, so that's updated a little bit. A few brief spin-up tornadoes is now being introduced into the question. But this is going to be for Thursday's outlook. Already starting to get some of them bands out there. Some of the cloud bands anyway. Let's take a look at the satellite imagery though. Take a look at this thing. Really starting to pop up. Notice that big explosive top there just explode on that thing. So it's really starting to intensify as we're looking at the newest model guidance here, the newest satellite imageries. Just look at that explode. So really starting to strengthen up now as it's meeting and running into some of that warmer waters over there in the Gulf. High resolution rapid refresh model. Let's take a look at it, see where this thing's going to go. Model's still putting it more on the easterly trend, so looking like the eye will come very, very close to northwest Alabama, as my gut feeling has said. So look how close it's getting. We get some of the outer bands, some very heavy rainfall, gusty winds of 20 to 40 miles per hour possible, with sustained winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, maybe higher. So really going to be keeping a close eye on this thing. Now let's take a look at another model here. You can really see it exploding on this higher imagery. Really nice little system developing there. So taking a look at another model here. That's the newest updates. Shifted it a little bit further east than what it was originally. So around 7 p.m. Thursday, looks like it gets on up here. It's already getting close to time for it to be up here. Already Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be here before we know it. We'll look at another satellite imagery. It's a little bit glitched out, so apologize for that. It is a little bit glitched, but nice little imagery of that. Now there's some information that was just released from the National Weather Service in Huntsville. Local impacts from Tropical Storm Francine. Of course, this is the latest information. Tropical Storm Francine is expected to strengthen to a hurricane prior to landfall along the Louisiana coast and then weaken as it moves inland. Impacts arrive locally on Thursday and Friday, with hazards including gusty winds 30 to 40 miles per hour, tornadoes, heavy rain, highest amounts, of course, along and west of I-65, but still, some of those higher bands, of course, is going to make it into northeast Alabama too. So we can see 2 to 3 inches. But I'm going to say west of I-65 and along, of course, as it stated, has the best chance for some really, really heavy rainfall. Heavy rainfall, flooding, medium confidence, gusty winds, high confidence, tornadoes, medium confidence. So something we're going to have to watch. Some of those cells could easily rotate and produce some tornadoes out of this stuff as well. Now, this is action that they're recommending doing now. Take action today. Determine your risk for water and wind, of course. Begin preparing now before a storm. Learn how to understand hurricane forecasts and alerts, and learn what to do before, during, and after the storm. And I do have an image I want to share with everybody. I forgot to get it up, so bear with me. Gonna go ahead and grab that up real fast. Let me find it. I just got a shot from the sky. We had some really good wind come in too. It actually made my drone go sideways. It hit it pretty hard, but everything's good with that. So let's get that image up. And let me find it. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that image up. Hope everybody's having a good day. And again, just take the time to tie some stuff down. Be prepared, for what may not happen. Here's the image from the sky. You can really start to see very, very dry out there, as you can see. But starting to see those bands there come in, which is some of the clouds on satellite imagery that was showing up. We'll take another look at that satellite imagery here. Let me go ahead and get that canceled off in the background. That's not the satellite imagery I wanted, so let's back it up here. Okay, I'll find it here in just a second. Okay, so that's a little bit better image, but that's still not the satellite imagery I'm wanting. I think this is going to be it. Yep, that's it right there. So starting to see some of those bands. As you can see, they're stretching way on out there across the area there. So starting to see some of them approach from the southwest. So if you look southwest, you're going to notice it's a little bit hazy looking. That's all due to this. So all this expected to move on through into Thursday. Again, 20 to 30 miles per hour winds with some higher gusts up to 40 possible. So we'll keep an eye on that. And again, some notes from Huntsville. Again, looks like it'll arrive. Local impacts between Thursday and Friday time frame. Looking like Thursday on the map here. Friday further north. Of course, Tropical Storm Francine expected again to strengthen to a hurricane prior to landfall on the Louisiana coast and then weaken as it moves on inland. Impacts again Thursday and Friday. 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts with some sustained winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour. So let's take a look at our radar really quick, our live radar. Get that up. Let's see if we can get a shot of that, get a look at that current. So there we are, taking a look at our radar now live here. I got a nice little contrast on there. Geo color map so that it does show it a little bit better. But that's it right now. There's our tropical system, and it's starting to get a little bit of an eye on it there, as we can see. It's a little bit of an eye forming there just to the east of Brownsville. Looks like Brownsville, Texas there. So starting to get a little bit of an eye on this little cell here. Let's see what the wind speeds are showing up as. Let's see if I can get a velocity up on that. It's some pretty intense winds with it there. I know it's kind of just up and down there. This is not a really good scan point. So yeah, it's still staying in the 50 to 60 mile per hour range right now, but as it moves on to the northeast, tracks on up to the northeast here, expect that thing to intensify really quickly. Looks like it's going to make landfall like somewhere right up through here, I believe, or near New Orleans area, Louisiana up through there. As it gets there, it could have some winds in excess of 100 miles per hour or higher as it makes landfall there. And it will quickly weaken as it does reach the land and move to the to the north. And we'll keep a close eye on that, just to see what happens with it. But yeah, it could be some high winds. That does include the threat of some power outages. All that good stuff. When we get high winds here, or gusty winds, we usually get power outages. So there could be power outages, there could be flooding. That is all a possibility from this tropical system, because it is going to be dumping the rainfall as it moves on across. So again, just be, prepare now for it. Go ahead and prepare. Take action today. Determine your risk from water and wind. If you're in a flood-prone location, you might want to consider going somewhere else. So it's out of here. Again, begin preparing now before a storm. Learn how to understand hurricane forecasts and alerts, and learn what to do before, during, and after a storm. And of course, you can rely on us here at DeKalb County Severe Weather Team to keep you updated during all of that. So that being said, that's what I've got for this briefing. Stay weather aware. Make sure you got it set to receive all notifications. And if you can go in there and set the settings to, I'm trying to think what it is. You can set your priority level on our page. Something I just noticed. You can set the priority level for how much you want to see our content, such as you can set it to normal, or you can set it to high, which, you receive a lot of notifications. So I recommend setting it to that. It may not necessarily be worded like that, but it's something like that. So going to get out of here. It's 4:04, 84 degrees outside. Winds are out of the south-southwest at about 2 miles per hour. So it is starting to get just a little breezy out there. We'll keep you updated as it goes on. New updates will be coming soon, so keep you updated here. Thanks again. God bless. We'll see you on the next one. And my beautiful lady watching, hello, hon. Thanks for watching. And I am going to get out of here. Thanks again. Have a good one, everybody.